All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. I'm Timmy B, host of the Fight Insight podcast. This is episode 245, and it is our final episode. I can't believe it. It's been 5 years of doing this show. Princey D and I began this during the pandemic, and we never imagined it would come to what it was. Look, we interviewed fighters from around the world, champions, amateurs, everything, MMA fighters, UFC fighters, BKFC fighters, boxers, Muay Thai fighters, power slap competitors. We've seen it all. We've done it all. It's been such an incredible journey. Look, not just fighters, though. Coaches, agents, promoters, commentators, announcers, translators, medical professionals, criminal defense lawyers, criminal prosecutors. We've covered every aspect of this sport that we thought that we could, and it's been such an incredible joy, man. Meeting all these people has been absolutely incredible. So many of them whom I call good friends to this day, and I'm so honored to have done it all. Being on television across Canada on cable TV with Filipino television, being on the Rageworks podcast network, who has been supporting us from the very beginning, all the great sponsors that we had over the time. And of course, for me, being able to meet people and become a commentator for Fight League Atlantic, which is such a great Canadian organization, best in Canada, bar none. FightLeagueAtlantic.com. I'm going to be there commentating for FLA 22 on November 15th. So make sure you get out there, support me, support those great fighters. Go to FightLeagueAtlantic.com. I don't know what is next. I don't know where you'll see this brand next, but I'll be doing interviews on Million still. I'll still be doing the stuff with Fight League Atlantic. So I'm still involved, and I just don't know what happens next, but I really thank everybody for it. Over 300 guests over this whole period of time. It's been an absolute joy. And no one can I thank more than my wife. Thank you so much for helping support and push me to do this in times that were tough. She pushed me and motivated me to keep going, to keep building this brand and keep building this product. And I'm so happy with what I did. So thank you so much, baby. I love you. This final episode, the show was all about positivity, motivation, and inspiration. That was really the point. I wanted to bring different stories to the world. And although we went down negative rabbit holes quite a bit, especially with my conspiracies of the week, this last episode, interviewing Jake Peacock, who's an absolute amazing dude, this really was the greatest interview to be able to end this show on. So I really appreciate that. And, to everybody that was a part of this from the very beginning, whether you started near the middle, whether you're just here today for the first time, look, you've got 244 other episodes you can go watch on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get podcasts. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I don't know what's next, but for now, one final time, this is, because of this show, my good friend. He's a UFC veteran, UFC badass. He's a great guy and a great, great co-host. This is Brian Bam Bam Barberina.
Oh, thanks, Timmy B. It's been an absolute pleasure. Coming from guest to co-host, fill in to actual co-host to the show now. It's coming to a sad to hear it coming to an end. It's been awesome since we got to meet each other. But this is it. Timmy B, hit it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fight Insight Podcast. Let's talk.
What better way to end it than to do it with the theme song that Brian Bam Bam Barberina sang. And yeah, my man, look, this episode, we've got a great final guest. It is Jake Peacock, a friend of yours, now a friend of mine. Look, this dude is kicking ass out at 1FC in their Muay Thai, and I wish him all the best. He next competes at 173. I have not researched this, and I forget now. We recorded the interview some time ago.
Yeah, he's an amazing person, doing big things in the kickboxing world, Muay Thai world, and he's, with his fight coming up, also he's got other big things that people can really take, learn some things from, and great opportunities out there to be teaching people with. So,
Yeah, he's a great dude, man. And yeah, it's 173 Sunday, November 16th. He next competes, and I don't know where he is on the card. You'll see that interview. We're going to do that at the end of this episode because right now it's time to cry a little, Bam Bam, and we're going to talk about kind of what this show was and where we went with it. Where is he here? Yeah, he's okay. Now I'm seeing him as being bout number 4 on the 173 card. Definitely check it out. Do not miss it, and get to that interview. If you don't care about the mushy stuff, you can skip ahead to the last 30, 40 minutes or so of this episode and we'll see him.
Yeah.
Look, Bam Bam, man. Jeez Louise. 5 years of doing this frickin' thing. Almost never missing a week. Aside from this last month where I was kind of like piecing together, kind of finishing up this show. Never missed an episode, never missed a week, my friend. If you were on this ride, you were never a week without a show.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've had, it's been awesome. You've had on a lot of different people, different perspectives, bringing on like lawyers and, analysts and things like that, just to get a deeper insight to some of the fights and some of the things going on in the fight world. I don't think you see that in a lot of other podcasts. So, yeah, I mean, it's been great, man.
Dude, I appreciate it, man. Like we've gone through so much, began the show just as something to do during COVID.
Yeah.
Thought it was just going to be a way to pass our time while we were stuck indoors. And then, meeting you, meeting Sam Alvey, meeting Rebel Girl, Ashley Evans Smith, being inspired by you with your podcast at the time, Dream Commit DTCB. DCTB, right?
Yeah.
Dream, Commit, Train, Believe.
Yes, sir.
Right? Being inspired by your podcast, being inspired by Rebel Girls podcast, Sex and Violence, being inspired by Bisbing's podcast at the time, started just doing our own. And then it just, meeting you guys and legitimately starting to have great guests, and then we've had crazy guests, man, like, and guests that became my friends, like, obviously Ringside Rain Cruz, who became a co-host, Brady Bunch, who became a co-host, having Sam Alvey on like 5 times, 6 times, being friends with Commander Dale Brown. I always reference that one because that was just crazy. Judge, referee. Oh my goodness. Why can't I think of his name now? See, that's terrible. But, meeting all these great people, Chris Lieben, meeting legends of the game, meeting champions, Dricus Duplessis, having Bobby King Green call me out and saying he wants to come on the show because he heard I was looking for him. Taylor Starling and Britton Hart, and going to BKFC, getting media passes out in London to watch BKFC. It's just been crazy, man. And then now transitioning and meeting the Canadian superstars that I have, and now being a commentator for Fight League Atlantic, that's been freaking nuts. So I'm next there on November 15th for Fight League Atlantic FLA 22. And I'm so excited, man. And I'll tell you, to be honest with you, if you have a local promotion, you got to go and support those ones, man. Like,
absolutely. They're helping build the future. They're bringing up these fighters. Go support them. It's not only you're supporting the promotion, you're supporting these fighters, by keeping these promotions alive and going and watching and buying a ticket or the pay-per-view, even if you can't make it, to watch and root for your fighters that you're rooting for, your friends. It really helps keep the promotions alive, where they're able to, pay to have these events and, pay the fighters, the pro fighters that are going to it. So
that's right.
It's a big thing.
Judge Mike Bell. That's who I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Judge Mike Bell, meeting lawyers, district attorneys, talking about the legal cases that we've done. Obviously, Commander Dale Brown was because of like the self-defense issues and the things that he was putting out online, and just talking to all these people. And we've seen so many things. We've seen so many people's careers go through incredible highs. We've seen incredible lows. We've had some of our guests that have passed away in time, and it's just been like mind-blowing, like talking to all these people, Bam Bam, and like just realizing. And I'll tell you, bringing the humanity of all these things and bringing these stories out to people has been just freaking nuts, man. And just the response from the community and stuff like that, it's been amazing. I do want to really thank you for all your support and help.
Hey,
doing everything you've done, dude. Like you've always been such a great guy and such a like honestly such a true friend and like really just being so supportive of me and really helping do this. I mean, you didn't wear your Fight and Sight tank top for the last episode, but aside from that, pretty good guy.
yeah, I appreciate it. I think at the moment, I don't know if it fit. You know, I've kind of put on a couple pounds,
Too
but
juiced is the problem.
yeah, you know, no neck kind of thing. You know.
You could have ripped it off Hogan style.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I'm actually wearing, dude. I'm actually just such a sap. I am. I'm wearing my first T-shirt that I made as like the what do you call it? Like the demo? No, like the prototype.
Yeah.
And it's all like terribly discolored and wrecked. And this was such a bad one. That said, you can still buy our T-shirts at millions.co, so you can still get those. Check that out in the link below. You'll get that. But you know, like friends of the podcast update, man. So like this would be the last friends of the podcast update. I'll just say like everyone's freaking doing amazing. Everyone's kicking ass. Everyone's doing their thing. And Bam Bam, like even when people lose,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's part of it.
It's part of it, man. It's part of the sport. Like,
yeah. But we don't
it's
stop.
part of life.
Yeah. We don't stop rooting for them. They don't stop working hard. We know they're back, you know, getting back at it, doing their best to train hard and get ready for the next step, you know?
Yeah.
So definitely rooting for these people always. And thank you for being friends of the podcast.
Yeah, like to everybody, man. And like for everybody that gave up their time, you know, and that has stayed friends, you know, not everybody stays friends.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people do maintain like kind of like a good relationship and that we chat back and forth. And it's funny, I had someone offer to buy this podcast. So I had someone offer to buy the brand and buy everything.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it, dude, because this
Did
is
they want to buy your likeness and everything? Like you too? Like you with it?
It was a contract of slavery, yes.
So you would be working doing the podcast?
No. They just wanted the brand, the logo, the I guess like the websites or the Instagrams were. They just wanted everything. Not me. I wasn't gonna like go into servitude. But
so I'm gonna guess they didn't come with big money, or else you know we wouldn't be doing this one, huh?
It was 5.5 million, and I said,
bro.
And I said no, and I said no. Bam Bam and I would not accept that money.
I do not believe you.
But it was like it was nice. It was an offer. I don't know how genuine it was, but it was an offer. But the thing is like this is my connection to the fight world still. You know what I mean? And I'm still gonna post stuff on Instagram. I'm still gonna troll people on Instagram as well, and I'm still gonna do like random content. I'm still doing my interviews on millions.co. Yeah. So I'll still post content from there and stuff like that. It just won't be this long-standing podcast and things like that, or like longer form. But you know, talking about like wins and losses, and I'll just say this because it's so funny. I was talking to a guy who fights for Fight League Atlantic. He literally looks like a Viking. Like he looks like he came out of a movie, or like what's that Assassin's Creed game with the Viking one, right? He looks like that. And so his name is Nathaniel Moriarty. I mean, your last name is Moriarty too. Like it's so crazy.
Yeah.
But this dude, you know, he's messaging me, and I was talking to him because he's fighting at FLA22, and I was saying, you know, what happens when things don't go your way or whatever. But he says this, and like this is just some random young fighter, and he says, if I'm fated to win, I will win. If I'm fated to lose, then I will lose. All I can do is face each fight with every ounce of strength and determination that I possess. If I am to fail, then I will fall with a warrior's dignity. If I win, I will do my best to accept that gift with humility and respect.
Wow.
Dude, have you ever said...
For a young fighter, that is... very, very impressive to have that mindset and feeling going into any fight. I've definitely had similar feelings. Now, I definitely could not word it like that. Definitely could not word it like that. But I have had similar feelings where, like, you know, in the end, I got to go in there and do my best. Whether I win or lose is, you know, is what it's going to be. And that's it. And as long as I go in there and do my best, and that's the best I can do, and you know, I can be proud of myself, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, way better. Mine was lame.
I'll delete it.
Yeah, delete
my final editing of this My final
replay.
editing of this podcast is to get rid of what you just said and just leave
Yeah,
Nathaniel's.
exactly. Don't even erase everything I just said and just leave it where you said, yeah, what he
Yeah,
said, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, that's amazing. And then we
yeah,
cut.
yeah. Just say ditto and then we move on. But
Yeah,
like, but in reality, man, like that's one thing I will say that I've learned from doing this podcast. Uh, is you have to be doing things because you enjoy it and because you're happy and it makes you happy, and you can't rely on other people, and you can't hope that everybody's going to join you in what you're doing or support you or give you the appreciation that you think you deserve. Like, you have to
yeah,
do things for yourself, and what comes and what goes,
yeah,
you know, in fighting and in life and in whatever aspects you do, your relationships and everything, right? Like, this, doing this podcast has been such like a life lesson for me about everything, hard life lessons, and then joyous life lessons. Like, it's been everything in between.
yeah, absolutely. I do feel like the MMA community, as rough as it can be at times, can also be very tight and welcoming
Yeah.
and willing to help definitely through any situation. So
Yeah.
definitely best of both worlds. And I'm sure that's with a lot of things, but I feel like there's definitely a lot of community around MMA and a
Yeah.
lot of good people.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, yeah, agents, right? Meeting all the agents I've met, the promoters. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? David Feldman from BKFC was on here. Shannon Knapp from Invicta, right? Some great agents of the game, some great fighters, like all around the world, and like it's crazy, and you just see these people all chasing their dreams. But yeah, like it's a real community overall. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
we all have the respect that we're all chasing our own areas of this world,
yeah,
whether you're just doing a stupid podcast or you're doing a show or you're promoting an event or you're doing, you know what I mean? Or you look at all the, our sponsors and things like that, like these food supplement companies and drink
yeah,
supplement companies, things that people that have hopped on board. And it's been really cool, man, to see all that stuff and everybody just trying to do their best. So
yeah. Well, it's amazing, really, that everybody comes together and has been wanting to be part of the show. Them wanting to come on, share their experiences.
yeah.
And definitely, it encourages other people to be heard, and you know, uh, hopefully, so I'm sure there's other people out there that kind of feel the same about things or have the same mindset or same setbacks, and they're able to get something from every time we talk to somebody.
Yeah, definitely, man. And everybody's got a story.
Yeah,
Listen to their life story, what you can learn from them. It was amazing when like, one of the things that's amazing is when I get people that aren't even really that much fight fans and they go, hey, I listened to your show because I like just hearing these people's lives and like what they're doing, because we never were ones to talk about like, what was the strike differential in that fight and
yeah,
who's blah blah blah,
yeah,
right? Like,
yeah,
we're more talking about just people about their lives and stuff. Like, yeah, you're promoting a fight, but you're just really just promoting you, like your own
yeah,
brand,
exactly.
uh
Yeah. Really building the personal brand.
yeah, and I think that's what's important. That's what gets people on board.
Yeah.
Look, man, do I have any conspiracies of the week? No.
No,
Do I? No.
no, Timmy B conspiracy of the week.
Timmy B
Nothing.
Timmy B conspiracy of the week. I
I got
think that Timmy B conspiracy of the week. I think they're gonna get rid of all weight classes.
one.
No, sorry. Wrong. I said it wrong. Timmy B conspiracy of the week. I think they're gonna get rid of weight cutting.
Okay.
I really think that in time,
How do you stop that though? I don't feel like there's any real
40,
way to stop that.
48 to 72 hours of weigh-ins. You have to weigh in 72 hours before, 48 hours before, 24 hours before, and 1 hour before.
Okay. I mean, I can see
And
that. But people
and
still cut up to the point.
but what do you can't maintain a weight cut for 72 hours?
I mean, obviously it wouldn't be as big for sure, but they could still do it.
But isn't that just called dieting?
I guess.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could diet for the remainder of the week or whatever, but like, generally,
Well, every time you have to do the weight cut, you basically cut the water out again. Boom, boom. You weigh in, you make the same weight, you refuel enough, cut the weight again.
don't ruin my last episode. You
That
son
would
of
be
a bitch.
terrible though. You would probably feel worse.
No,
But
and
conspiracy of the week for Bam Bam is they are not going to change the UFC gloves, and people are still going to get poked in the eye.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's not you can't changing the gloves isn't going to do anything, man. Like
Well, I think there are definitely things they can do to change the gloves completely. I think people's argument is going to be that, oh, it's going to change the way you grapple and stuff like that, which I don't feel like you need to have like literally movement like this of your fingers to be able to still grapple successfully.
if you
I
want
think,
to but if you want to oil check someone,
yeah, you just give them the whole. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, conspiracy of the week, they're not going to change the gloves. I agree. I don't think so. Conspiracy of the week, I think that they will get rid of weight cutting at some point in the future. This is not going to happen anytime soon. But here's my thing, Bam Bam. If everybody you fight or fought, were you ever in the cage where you're like, holy crap, I weigh way more than this guy, or holy crap, this guy weighs way more than me? Were you ever in that position? I mean, weight, not strength, because obviously
Yeah.
someone could be the same weight as you, but
I
stronger or
guess I
weaker.
never thought about it.
Okay, but then that means it wasn't, right? Like,
I guess, but
I
I
mean,
know
a
there's been
glaring
times where I've
difference.
probably weighed more than the person, and there's definitely been times when they've weighed more than me.
But not a glaring difference, I'm saying. Not like crazy. Not like you're like, holy crap, this is Yokozuna I've got across from me.
I guess not. No, I mean,
So that's what I mean. So if
I
everybody
remember when
like
I went to 155, I stepped back in at like 85, 90 fight day, I think.
but this is what I mean though. So then but if your opponent stepped in at 185 as well,
Yeah,
then
exactly. Yeah,
then why did we both just cut the weight? Can we just
yeah,
freaking like then but that's what I mean. Everybody's probably cutting about the same weight to get to the fake number so that you can go back up to the same number anyway. So like
yeah,
at
yeah.
some point it's going to go away. That's
But
all
I
I'm
think
saying.
the thing is that like you get like a bigger guy who, really drains himself down.
But that's unhealthy. So that's why you get rid of it because you go, well, that's not cool, dude. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. Anyways, whatever. I don't want to go on too long about this. This is supposed to be more sappy, but you know, that's it, man.
I'm at least glad we had a conspiracy of the week.
Yeah, yeah. And like, look, we can still do conspiracies of the week on our Instagram. If you want to send me a conspiracy of the week, I'll still type it up. And we'll still put it on there. You know what I mean? Like we can still do it. Maybe that's where this goes. Maybe all we do is create conspiracies every week.
Yeah.
But it's been a long road of doing this, man. It's been a lot of friggin' work. Holy shit.
I'm sure. Not on my end, but on your end, definitely.
It's been a lot, man. Like just doing all that, and for everybody that's helped, for all the Instagram pages that have helped out, that have either helped out the show or done art for the show, or done music for the show. Right? Obviously, we've had our people do the songs and things. People that have sent us merch and things for the show. I really appreciate that. People did posters and art drawings. Like remember that guy that drew the art for you?
Yeah.
Right. And he did it for Bobby Green, who commissioned him to then do another version of it for him and stuff. Like just cool friggin' things like that, man. I really love it. And I really hope that I don't know what goes on next. I don't know where we go next. Like I would really like to do a radio show, man. I think you and I should be
those all watching though know that Timmy B is the heart and soul of this. He does everything. He does all the editing. He does all the stuff, all the work, really all the appreciation and everything goes to Timmy B, to the show, the Fight Inside podcast. He is the Fight Inside podcast. So for all those that watch and listen, and have been on and whatever, please give him some love because it's all him.
I appreciate it, my friend. But it's a lie. I am just the vessel by which you get to do all that. You know what I mean? Like I really, and even when I'm doing commentary and stuff, it's all about just being a vessel so that like the fighters have a place to shine, so that the people have a place. And really it's selfish on my part. It's just like I got to talk to cool friggin' people and I got to banter about stuff that I wanted to banter about, like because it's good to have a good
radio show.
What's that?
Let's do a radio show.
That's what I'm saying, man. I got Sirius. Okay, I'm going to end it on this. I got a new car, and so I got my free subscription to Sirius XM for now.
Okay.
There's freaking hundreds of channels. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
there's channels that are just
Thousands.
sports.
Yeah.
So can one of those channels just pay us to
Yeah.
do this show on the radio, and we'll do it
I
there?
mean,
And
I think, especially with you saying that, like, you got an offer for this, obviously you have a lot of viewers, you have a lot of listeners. You know, with that alone, you can pitch it to a company to bring you on and pay you.
yeah, well, you know what? That's the thing, though. That's part of like ending this show now, is like giving me the time to kind of start thinking about those kind of things that I could do.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Like
And you
right
can
now, I've just
sell
been
the
so
show,
busy,
so there's that.
so busy for 245 weeks of just doing this and planning the guests and planning the content and planning the clips and the doing the blah blah. It's just been so much. Now I feel like if I truly have some time off, I can maybe start marketing that and maybe trying to figure out. Now it's hard because the content's not current now, right?
Yeah.
That I'd be referencing. But if I kind of try to do this now, especially over the winter months when I'm not doing anything else.
Well, also you'll be doing millions of interviews still, you know, so
Yeah.
you'll still have that, and they'll be pretty current. So
Oh yeah. So there'll still be stuff, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah. Yeah, man. All right. Let's go on to our very last interview of the Fight Insight podcast, episode 245. I think that's right. And this is Jake Peacock, man. Very, very cool dude, man.
a great person, great fighter, fun to watch. Definitely tune into his upcoming fight. And to all the listeners and viewers, it's been great.
Well, we're going to come back at the end of the interview and we'll say goodbye.
Oh, well, fine. Cut that.
More editing in my last episode. No, and then, but what I will say, dude, is I am so happy that Jake Peacock is the last guest of the show, because he's everything that I wanted to have in this kind of podcasting space. Positive, good people, friendly people who are just so friggin' cool. And honestly, I never heard from him, man. I didn't see a lot of content from Jake Peacock before this. And I feel like that's the deal. Like, so many people that I spoke to or had on this show, like, I never got to know them before. Same as you, man, to be honest. Like, aside from your podcast, I never saw you doing too much stuff outside, and I never really knew who that guy was. So that's what I really liked. And I really enjoyed Jake Peacock's interview. So let's cut to that, and then we'll come back for one final goodbye.
All right. Let's go.
So excited for this guest, Bam Bam. He is English born, but a Canadian resident living out in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He's a professional Muay Thai fighter, undefeated in ONE FC. He earned his contract through the Road to One tournament, coming off a third round stoppage now. It was a victory on February 20th. He next competes, as far as I can tell, Bam Bam, at 173 in Tokyo, Japan. This is a huge card. It is going to be on November 16th. He kicks off the main card. This man is an inspiration. One of my favorite fighters, man, to watch on any ONE FC card. This is Jake the One Peacock.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on.
What's up, my man?
Yeah, of course.
Let's begin by singing the Canadian national anthem.
Yeah, I don't know it. I'm British.
You came here at 15 years old, my man.
That's true. I've been here longer than half my life. So
there you go.
I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian. For sure.
Yeah. Now, first question, man. When Alberta leaves Canada, will you be the new king of Alberta?
Hey, I hope we join the US. That's all I know.
Really?
No, I don't know. There's a lot to that. I love the US. I love the US.
The 51st.
Yeah. I really do love the US.
This son of a bitch is going to beat us to becoming the 51st state. He's going to become 51st. We'll be 52nd. Son of Jake. This interview is now going to go a whole different way, Jake, because you and I are kind of aligned on that. You know, like the whole talk of it and everything being so weird. You're out there in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the most famous person in Calgary by far, or most famous person in Alberta for sure. What is the sentiment out there? Because out here in Ontario, obviously we see things a little bit differently. What is the people saying about this whole like seceding from Canada thing?
You know what? It's hard to tell. There's so much on social media. You just don't know what the general consensus is. You know, you can speak to half the people I know, they'll say, oh yeah, let's be the 51st state. And the other half will be like, absolutely no chance. I think there's a lot to it as well. I don't think it's going to happen. And I'm not even necessarily saying I want it to happen, because I think it would involve a lot of things. But it's a cool idea being a US citizen. I like the US.
Anything to be closer to your old pal Bam Bam, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There
We
you go.
got back. We got
Yeah.
back.
That is crazy. Yeah, I
it's
couldn't
been a
believe
long
it.
time for sure.
Yeah. Bam Bam says he
Yeah,
taught you
it's been so
everything you know. Is that true? Yes
Hey,
or no?
I remember my training session with him to this day. I still do the drill with my guys that we were doing. Yeah, it was a very memorable experience of mine, and I'll never forget. I almost remember every part of that training session. It was back in 2017. I think it was like spring of 2017, a few months before I opened up my gym, and I popped down to Arizona on a family vacation with my in-laws, and I got hooked up with Eddie Char. Eddie Char was a striking coach at MMA Lab at the time, and he said, head on down. I did a class with Eddie and Benson Henderson, and then I did the team training like the next day or something, and I got to partner with Bam Bam, and that was wicked.
Yeah.
That was wicked. Yeah, it was a great experience. This was back in the day, like before, right before Sean O'Malley's rise to stardom, and there are a bunch of killers in the room. It was a great room, hey? Great room of high level athletes.
Absolutely.
It was really good. It was cool. Yeah.
It's so funny, Jake, because like everybody that you see come out of that class back from the MMA Lab days, and now you included, everyone is such a gentleman as well. Like everybody is just such a nice, respectful person. Like I've met so many, even still to this day, we still have MMA Lab fighters come on, and it's crazy. Like just some gyms, man, and you've trained now all around the world. It's not always that you find gyms that are so nice, right?
No, I would very much agree with that. I had a great experience at MMA Lab. Like I said, I was only there for like 2 days, but every interaction I had, from the staff, the coaches, to each individual fighter that I did meet, it was a very humble atmosphere, hardworking atmosphere. They kept it real, and I always tell my guys here, like when I go and travel into these different gyms and that, I'm always taking pieces. Like I took pieces from MMA Lab, the kind of ethos, the mentality, and bring it to my gym, right? And that helped me build the gym that I have today, 8 years later, right? We opened a few months after being at MMA Lab, so yeah, it was cool. It was definitely a cool time.
That's amazing, man. And so tell me though, what is the name of your gym, and tell me about it.
Yeah, it's Dunamis. Dunamis means like strength, power, and ability in Greek. It's used in the Bible to explain or describe God's power. My dad actually came up with the name of it, and
That's awesome.
I wasn't even fighting at the time. I had a few amateur fights, an extensive karate background, a few amateur fights, and then I just got into training people. I took a break from fighting and just got into training people. Was really enjoying coaching, and I think I had a unique skill set for it, and maybe with my situation, born with one hand, I understand, people work in different ways in that, and I can help people figure themselves out sometimes. So I knew I had a knack for it. I enjoyed it. I had a passion for it. Decided, why don't I open up a gym? Went for it. Me and my wife just jumped in, and it's been great. It's been the best decision I've ever made. 8 years later, we're doing really well.
Is it now?
That's
Here's
amazing.
the thing. Is it some shadowy business figure who's running the business? They said, Jake, let's use your name, and then you never have to show up? Or are you actually on site helping people, Jake?
I'm here right now.
You son of a gun.
I'm here right now. I'm here right now. I'm there multiple times a week. Less than I used to be. I used to be running all the classes 6 days a week, multiple times a day. It's not sustainable, for my own well-being, but also for my career, for my family. So now, I have a great staff set here, and the fight team all helps out, and it's just running like a smooth machine right now. So it's been a major blessing in mine and my wife's life.
I can't remember if your wife fought as well. I know she does hold mitts for you occasionally and things like that. I remember seeing the videos and but I can't remember if she fought as well.
She doesn't fight. She would like to, but she's busy having our children right now. So maybe in the future.
Yeah.
How many children do you have, Jake?
Three,
Okay.
all under the age of 4.5.
Again, Bam Bam has 3 children. He taught you that
Amazing.
as well.
Yeah. He's leading the way, man. All I got to work on is this. I got to work on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
it'll
poor,
get there.
Jake.
It'll get there. Give it time.
Yeah, the beard, you got to thicken that baby out.
Yeah,
Look, man.
Just give it time. It'll get there.
yeah, for sure.
I've been working on mine for about 2 years, and it's only got to this, Jake. So it's really bad. Look, man. Everything that you've gone through in life, like you said, born with one hand. I was reading about how you began in soccer and stuff like that, but then you start getting into the combat sports and now where your career is, you go into the road to one, right? Which is a tough grind, man, but you do it all. You get through all 3 opponents, finish them all. Now you're in 1FC, finishing your opponents there and making the name for yourself. Did you ever imagine as a young kid in England, in Calgary, Alberta, that this is where you would be?
Not specifically. I knew from a young age that I wanted to do something spectacular, something special. And I would say this is pretty special. I got the dream job, fighting on the biggest stage that you can fight in Muay Thai. So I feel very blessed. And the more as I've gotten older and the more I progress in the sport, the more belief I have in how far I can take it, right?
It's absolutely crazy, man. And you say that you've hit the pinnacle. In your opinion, because like I was saying, I train with some guys that have trained with you in Ontario. They all speak so highly of you too, Jake. Like, it's so incredible for us to be able to see one of our own make it to this stage. You know what I mean? And I'm so happy that you haven't given up the Canadian flag.
No, it's there. It's in my back pocket.
Do you know what I'm talking about? There's that 1FC, the heavyweight guy who suddenly only said he was Indian.
Arjun Bueller, is it? I don't know. I didn't.
Arjan Bueller. Bam Bam, there's this guy. He was like the heavyweight champion. He was always Canadian Indian. And suddenly the Canadian flag dropped off and he was only representing India. The guy lived in Canada, born and raised, I'm pretty sure. We're like, you son of a bitch. But Jake's got the Canadian flag.
I'll stay true to anybody that's been with me from day one. I stay true.
There you go, my man. But look, is 1FC the pinnacle of Muay Thai right now? Like, is that pretty much, if you're a young Muay Thai fighter, and I know so many, we interview so many here, when it's MMA, it's like, okay, you've got everywhere to go. Obviously, UFC is the highlight. But for Muay Thai, I always ask people, I'm like, where do you want to go with this? Like, what is the goal if you stick only to Muay Thai? And is it 1FC?
Oh, without a doubt. I would argue Muay Thai and kickboxing, without a doubt. You don't get paid. You don't get paid outside of one championship. The level of competition outside of one championship, isn't as good. It's the pinnacle for Muay Thai for sure, and kickboxing.
Nice. And so you're fighting next, I said,
that was my thought process.
Yeah, at 173, which is the Tokyo card, which is the big card, dude. That card is stacked. And as far as I can tell, you're opening up the main card. How great!
That's news to me. I didn't know that. That's news to me.
Oh,
hey, if it's anything different, you call Shatri and say Timmy B from Fight Insight said that I'm opening the main card. So that's
where did you see that? Yeah. Where did you see it?
I don't know. Well, don't make me guess. I think it was like on Tapology or something like that, which is 99% wrong. But I swear I saw it, and it had the main card, and there was
if you come
first.
Across it again, send it to me.
I will. That way you can post it and go, hey, main card, let's do this.
All I know is there's supposed to be like it's supposed to be a really big card, like way more fights to be announced.
It's already stacked, man. It's already got like big fights. It's got the Anatoly Malikin is fighting back for his heavyweight championship. They added Itsuki Harada, who just came off her win. They've booked her now for Japan because she's Japanese and she's a big global superstar. What's the big Muay Thai fight at the top of the card?
Well, Superbon and Nori in kickboxing. Then there's Rod Tang and Nong O, Takuru and Dennis. Yuki Yoza and Super Leg. It's ridiculous.
Dude, it's crazy.
Ridiculous. Wow. Yeah.
And
I will say you deserve it for sure. You deserve the spot. Like, I mean, you go out there, you put out these finishes, but man, you are a showman for sure. You definitely go out there, have your own swagger to you, you know, and get the fans riled up, get everybody riled up, especially in the moment you're dropping these guys. You know, they're getting up for a count, dropping them again, the finish. I mean, and then from there on, you know, you got your showmanship afterwards. That it's definitely entertaining watching you fight.
Oh, I appreciate that. And, you know, it's the entertainment business at the end of the day. And, you know, we're fighters deep down, but it is the entertainment business. And I feel like I was born to entertain, and I like to put on a show for everyone supporting me, for sure.
It's absolutely insane, man. Now tell me, because here's the thing. Like, I want to get into it. I also want to get into Fighting Prime as well. But before we get there, with ONE FC, you hear a lot of nonsense. You hear a lot of disgruntled employees and things like that. You're new into the career. You're moving along well, regardless of what other people say, and you're speaking highly of it now. What is your take on it all?
Hey, ONE's been great to me. I've had nothing but great interactions, great cooperation. They've been great with me, very hospitable. Even, you know, people that I've spoken to, current athletes, staff. I don't know, like to me, I see it as very good. It's been great. And other people that I've spoken to, same thing, really. So.
But you're not blind
Yeah.
to the other people online that are saying stuff.
I've
Like-
seen certain things. I've seen certain things out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you never know until you speak
you-
to the person face to face and understand the ins and outs, right?
Yeah. Do you feel like it's more of an MMA thing rather than a Muay Thai kickboxing thing?
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I'm not seeing any of that stuff. I'm having great interactions. Everyone's been great with me, and my manager. And yeah, I don't know. It's been a real blessing. It's been really good working with them.
Well, thank goodness. Definitely stay away from it all. Stay away from it all. You know, keep having the good you know, meetings and good talks with them and everything. I'm glad everything is going well.
Yes.
You know, hopefully it doesn't turn and ever, you know, hopefully it never gets intertwined in that. And like I said, just stay away from all the drama. That's the best thing to do. In the end.
Absolutely.
For anybody listening, like with your employer, with your boss, have a good relationship, for God's sakes. If you want things to go well, there's no point in being like disgruntled openly and stuff like that. Like, you work out issues and hopefully everything goes good for you. Do you think on this podcast we keep saying that ONE FC should just get rid of MMA and focus on the Muay Thai and build that? Because it seems like they're spread so thin. Like, there's so much going on. Should ONE FC just focus on Muay Thai?
There's a lot going on, but I mean, like, the jiu-jitsu is great, and I'm not a jiu-jitsu guy, but like there are some quality athletes on their roster.
Name
the
two.
Muay Thai's banging, the kickboxing's banging,
Muay Thai.
and
banging.
I think the MMA is getting there. I mean, you're not going to have the best of everything right from the get-go. I think it needs to be built up, and you know, I think they got some talented athletes in the MMA division. I just think the divisions need to grow a little more, the volume.
But that's what I mean, though, because they only have so few cards. And so it's hard, like, as a fan myself, it's hard for me to get vested when it's spread so thin. Like, I swear, like, there's like one female atomweight fight a month or a quarter. Like, I don't know who's in these divisions. So that's why I mean, like, they need to, like, kind of like just focus on a few divisions, maybe run some Grand Prix or something, but let me understand who all the athletes are. To your point, like the BJJ, yeah, we had some great fights, but like you'll just see like a random fight one day and then it never shows up again for months. And it's hard to get vested in it. Like, I want to know the stories. Like, I want to see Jake Peacock fight more often so that we know who he is and we can get behind this guy.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Hey, I would like to fight as much as possible as well. And at the end of the day, you know, I'm not at that level of like business mentality and how to run a promotion. These guys know better than me. At the end of the day, these guys know better than me. They're the ones doing it. I wouldn't even dream of starting a promotion, right? So I'm gonna let the pros do the thing. Like, they gotta let me do my thing, right? I'm gonna let the pros do their thing at what they're good at, you know?
Yeah. Dude, I'm so happy that you're so happy.
Absolutely.
That's my thing, Bam Bam. Like, when we're talking to the ONE FC fighters, I'm so happy when you're happy, because then it's like, okay, then maybe all the stuff we hear online maybe isn't as crazy, or maybe it's just directed at a few people. But if Jake Peacock is happy, then I'm happy,
that's
man.
great. Yeah.
Like that.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, and things get blown out of proportion as well, right? I mean,
Right.
we've seen it.
sure,
We've
yeah.
seen it over. We've seen a lot of misinformation over the last 5 years, in particular. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of misinformation spread around for sure.
How many fights before you get
Absolutely.
the title shot?
I need to make statements. This one coming up against Surkim's a big fight for me. He'd be the most experienced opponent I've ever fought. He's tough as nails, as they all are at this level. But he's got a little bit of extra toughness about him. Got good IQ. I think I'm too dynamic for him, so I think I'll be giving him too much to think about, and I know how I want to play this fight out. So if I put this guy away, I'll probably get another one in the top 5, and then we're talking maybe put me in title contention. Hopefully.
Now, because this is an Asian
Yes.
promotion, because you're a cocky guy, you're well spoken, like Bam Bam said. Do they ever come to you and say like, "Hey, keep it easy on the mic, don't go crazy. This is Asia. We don't want you to be too, braggadocious." Or do they let you be yourself, because you could just like pretty much promo your way into that title fight?
Yeah, not at all. They've given me all the freedom in the world to do whatever I want. And I'm pretty controlled. Like, I don't lose myself. I'm never like running around. Like, I knock my opponent out and I'll take a knee, or you won't even see me like rah, like this. The one time I did it was in the Road to One finals, because it was such a big thing. I won the contract, worked so hard for it, and the guy was talking smack, and you know what I mean? Like, I just let everyone know I'm the
Yeah.
big dog here. I'm the big dog. But as a whole, I'm not like that. I'm not like in your face. I'm not, at weigh-ins. I like to, it's all respect in Muay Thai. It should be anyway, in martial arts in general. I'll shake your hand,
Absolutely.
but when the cage door closes or we hop over the ropes, like, it's business, and we're, I'm out to do the job, as you are too. But nothing but respect. And I've taken opponents out after I beat them up. I take them out for a drink or whatever, or a bite to eat. So I got no problem with that.
Sure, but I mean that
In there, man. You're the gunslinger.
The gunslinger, yeah.
The gunslinger in there.
That one drink lasts so long though, because they've got to be sipping it through a straw from the beatdown that you give.
Well, one guy, funny enough, the Road to One semi-finals. In the first round, I knocked out the guy's 2 front teeth, and 2 or 3.
Oh.
And after the fight, he was so tough. And after the fight, I took him to Denny's for a smoothie because he couldn't eat anything. So I got him a smoothie.
A good old Denny's hamburger smoothie. Nothing's better. Look, man, I really appreciate you coming on, man, and I do hope you come back on the podcast too, because like I said, I don't know when we're going to air this interview, but your fight's in a little while. But whether it's before the fight or after the fight, I'd love to have you back. But before we let you go, talk to me a little bit about fightingprime.com, because I've seen you promoting it on your Instagram. It looks very friggin' cool, man. Let me put just a quick picture up of the Fighting Prime website here. You can go to fightingprime.com. Explain to me what this is. You're opening the beta of this thing. It looks like it's some sort of coaching program. What is this?
Yeah, it's an online tutorial. It's online courses. We're going to be releasing hundreds of courses on everything. It's not just technique. What you're seeing a lot of nowadays is like, a world-class athlete just showing their favorite techniques, right? Breaking it down a little bit, but just showing their favorite techniques. We go into like philosophy of fighting, mentality of fighting, every individual strike broken down, like in depth. The courses that we've got lined up to release, like, we go hyper in depth on like basic stuff and fundamental stuff. We just released the fundamentals course, the foundations course, Muay Thai Foundation. So that's the first one. And it's just a very different platform. It's a community, and there's a few of them out there right now, but this one, is gamified so that you can upload. I have an assignment for everyone. At the end of every episode, there's an assignment. If, for example, send in 3 minutes of you shadow boxing, working on the drill, right? You send in your assignment, and then it gets marked as, you know, done, completed well enough, and you get an X amount of points. And then you're on a leaderboard, right? And then, you know, there's a championship belt at the top of the leaderboard. So hopefully this thing grows to hundreds of people worldwide, thousands of people worldwide. And you got like a worldwide leaderboard, and it's interactive, and you know there's going to be forums on it where you can chat and talk about techniques and have direct access to myself and other coaches we're going to bring on as well, so other world-class athletes and coaches. But yeah, it's yeah, exactly, man. 100%. When the thing starts making money, I'd like to fly people in and, you know, have them stay with me for a week. We do some filming, and get everyone's kind of twist on things. It's gonna be like the Netflix of combat sports for sure.
So explain it to me though, because like obviously I'm training at my gym here in Markham, Ontario. I'm not leaving my gym and only on Fighting Prime. This is to supplement my training in my gym.
Yeah, absolutely. Supplement training in your gym, another twist and take on things. You know, I have a very unique fighting style, so kind of using that to add to your toolkit. And like I said, we break down fundamentals as well. So I don't think you can spend enough time on fundamentals and foundations. So things like that, right?
Yeah.
What happens when my
Is this
coach...
something that you made?
So I'm
There's
working with
definitely a delay.
I'm working with a really good tech guy, videographer. Sam is his name. He's a friend of mine. He goes to my gym. He's out of this world with this guy. He made the website from scratch. He does all my videos, editing. I mean, if you've seen some of my like reels recently of like, you know, the spinning kick breakdown, all of these things, he does all of it. And he's got an incredible mind, really high level. So he's doing the tech side of things, the website side of things, and I'm doing the videography. Oh, sorry, I'm doing the videos, the technique breakdowns, connecting with you know, yourself, Bam Bam, in the future here, other coaches and fighters as well.
When you get to the point where you do want to do a course on how to be a good podcast guest or how to promote yourself, Timmy B,
100%.
baby.
Hey, we're looking to go in all directions, combat sports related. So honestly, all directions.
Don't you dare
Is this
forget.
membership based or like a monthly or
It's
per
a
course?
subscription. Yeah, it's a subscription. It's like I have to check the subscription. I think it's like $20 or $30 a month.
No, I don't.
Depending on what plan you get.
I don't even think so. Like I saw one of the plans, I thought it was 120 for the year if you pay the yearly fee. But that was the lower tier one. But still, man, like for those listening, this really is an option, and you should think about this, because to be able to get added instruction from Jake Peacock to be on board with something new and cool, frick, man, like just skip your one Starbucks coffee a week and you're going to pay
for
this.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, the bang for your buck, it's actually ridiculous. And like the level, the video quality, there's no, that I'm telling you as a fact, there is no video quality like these. Like the editing is just phenomenal. And then I would agree that, you know, I mean, I've got to have an intelligent combat sports mind when I'm doing the whole thing with one hand. You gotta like take a step back and look and be like, he's gotta have some kind of, you know, something going on.
He's got a brain on him,
right? Yeah. So like, there's gonna be is very good instruction. It's good videos. It's great bang for your buck.
Dude, I'm so happy for you, man, and I'm very interested in it. I can't wait to keep following it along. I got to get back into my training, man. Now, because I put my membership on hold during the summer just because of whatever, you know, but when I go back to the gym, if I'm a part of Fighting Prime and my coach goes, okay, you're going to do this combo like this, you're going to throw this shovel hook like this. If I say to him, no, that's terrible, I'm doing it the way Jake Peacock taught me. What's the liability on you when I get in trouble for that? You know?
Hey, anything to spread the word, baby. Anything.
There you go.
When I start knocking people out with Jake Peacock's technique, and they ask me, I go, hey, go to fightingprime.com. I don't know what to tell you. You know?
Good
Yeah.
advertisement. Good
Yeah.
advertisement. You
I
deserve
like it, man.
There
royalties.
you go.
Last question I want to ask you before we let you go. Last question I want to ask you. It's a question that we ask all our guests. It's a question that my mom used to ask me almost every day of my life growing up. So I want to ask it to you. Jake, the one Peacock, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you?
Oh man, I'd say a 9 or a 10. 9 or a 10. The only reason I say 9 is because I could be more, my relationship with God could be better always. It could never be better. Like you could never have a perfect relationship, and that would transpire to everything in my life, making everything perfect, right? But hey, I'm so happy. I'm happy with my life, my family, my gym, everything. So
I'm happy for you, man.
Amazing.
We
Yeah,
run
really
into lots
happy
of
for you.
people that are very spiritual, of course, in the fight community as well. Like many people are spiritual. What is a way, if you can give one parting word of wisdom, what's a way that you would tell people that they could improve their relationship with God?
you got to surrender yourself to God. You got to surrender yourself to God. You can't hold on to control, and you gotta recognize who God is, and that you don't have control of anything in this life. Surrender everything to Him, and trust in Jesus for sure.
My man, Jake Peacock.
Love it. Great
Dude,
message.
absolute honor to meet you, my friend. Thank you so much for
Yeah, you
spending the
too.
time.
It's been
I'm very
great
excited
catching
to
up with
watch
you.
your fight. 173 in Tokyo, Japan. Dude, have an amazing time. Bring me back a Pikachu and kick ass out there, man. Do all the great
Yeah,
things.
kick
Keep
ass, man.
inspiring others. Keep spreading the word, man. Good luck with the fighting Prime. We'll keep promoting this on the podcast as well.
Yeah,
My friend. Thank
thanks,
you so much.
thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
And hey,
It's been
Bam
great having
Bam,
you. Great
I'll
catching
always
up.
remember our training session, man. Always.
Awesome. Thank you. It was great training with you. Great catching up with you. And all the best, man. I'm excited to watch you fight coming up.
Cheers, brother.
Go
Cheers.
kick ass, my friend. We'll see you soon.
All right, see you guys.
Have a good one.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
All right. That is the final interview of the Fight Insight podcast. That was
Yes.
episode 245 in this format, in this context. For now, that is the final. Bam Bam, what a good interview. I really love that dude. And
Absolutely.
we did that interview like maybe a month ago or so. So it was a while ago.
Yep. But he's a great person. Jake is a great person, great human being, great fighter, amazing fighter. He's doing all the right things, and he's definitely has his family focus as well. And the support behind him with that. Getting ready for these big upcoming fights, I expect nothing but big things coming from him in the future. I'm excited to watch his upcoming fight. The guy is absolutely amazing. He's got some really cool things coming up with his, where people can learn their skills and sharpen their skills. So that's very impressive.
Yeah, dude. I think it's cool, man. Look, this is it, man. From starting this episode, 5 years ago, Princey D and Timmy B started this podcast. So shout out to Princey D. Then had Brady Bunch was my next co-host. Ringside Rain, next co-host. Then Brian Bam Bam Barberina, final co-host, with a smattering of other co-hosts throughout the way.
Yeah.
All the guests that we met, all the people that we talked to, the fighters that we talked to, the relationships that we made, and everything like that. Thank you so much, man. It has been an absolute pleasure and an honor meeting everybody in the community. There's a bunch of you that really stink, but no, I just kidding. But for the most part, everybody's freaking cool, man. All the opportunities that this thing has afforded me. And look, the real lesson in all this is closed mouths don't get fed. I say this all the time.
Yeah.
Never would have thought of doing this. Never would have thought of having guests like you on and stuff like that. But that lesson is one that really I took to, which is just ask for things, man. There's no harm in asking for something, and you never know what you can get if you ask and if you just try.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you everybody for all the listeners and viewers. I hope you enjoyed my short time on as the co-host. I'm still the most person guest on the podcast, highest count guest on the podcast.
Yeah.
And we'll say most viewed, most liked, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Matt Padilla that tried to break your record, but
Yeah,
get the hell out of here, Matt.
Couldn't hang.
No.
Now I'm the co-host, so But I really appreciate you, Timmy B. I mean, it's been an honor. Obviously, we've met 5 years ago through the podcast, you reaching out and wanting to have me on. And from then, it's just blossomed into a beautiful, amazing friendship. And I really appreciate your friendship and you being my friend and obviously having me on the podcast and even being part of it as the co-host. It just really means a lot to me.
Yeah, man. From that first time 5 years ago, sending you a video from some random weirdo in my gym in Markham doing the flip that you did when you beat Sage Northcutt and you actually responding. Yeah, that's what it was, man. Look, man, thank you so much, Bam Bam. Thank you to everybody. Yes, and this won't be the last. Again, go see me at Fight League Atlantic. I host their podcast lots of time. I'm doing a bunch of their episodes leading up to FLA 22. I'm going to be commentating there. So check me out at fightleagueatlantic.com. Get the pay-per-view November 15th. Brian Bam Bam Barberina, you are on Instagram at
Brian beat with a Y _ Barberina.
Go find that man and follow him and support him in everything he does. We'll be back in some form or another, Bam Bam. I really do believe that we'll be back. We just need some time to recoup, get the juices flowing, and then figure out what the hell we're going to do.
Yes, absolutely. Let's do it.
Bam
Stay
Bam.
tuned, everybody.
For one final time, Brian Bam Bam Barberina, thank you so much, my man. Fight Insight Podcast. See you later, guys.
Thank you. Bye.